Welcome back, everyone. Ready for another review. This is the Gloria Cubana Artesanos Retro Especiale, and this is the club. 5 3/4 by 47. If you can tell, it is a Connecticut wrapper, but it is a little darker than your typical Connecticut. This Connecticut wrapper was achieved by crossbreeding a Connecticut seed and then cultivating it in Honduras. Couple of neat things about this cigar. It has a double binder. It uses Mexican and Nicaraguan leaf for the binder, so both Mexican and Nicaraguan is used in the binder, with the filler from Nicaragua and Dominican. And La Hero is used from both regions inside the cigar. So let's see how it stacks up. One thing that's probably hard to see under these lights is that this cigar is actually triple capped. Unusual for a non-Cuban. Alright, we've got the cap cut, ready to get started. Let's see how it stacks up. The draw was just a tad firm, but not that bad. Very sweet notes, a lot of good pepper, some richness already, sort of a rich, sweet vanilla. Seems like some grapefruit, citrus tones. Definitely those two. Very sweet vanilla and a little bit of mixture of sweet grapefruit. So just lit it. Let's let it settle down just a minute and come back and see what else changes. You ever heard somebody say about a nice looking band, well, you can't smoke the band? That's true, but this is a really nice band. It is a lot of gold foil stamping and what have you, but it's very cool looking. I guess you have to see it in person. These should be available at the shops now. They should have been out in late September. Okay, as you can see, I'm not much further down the road, but right now you'll get a lot of sweet grapefruit and vanilla notes. Excuse me. The finish is also vanilla, but lingering back there in the cigar is some subtle, lightly roasted almonds. Quite subtle, but they're there. Very faint almond notes, but primarily a lot of good, nice, rich vanilla and grapefruit citrus. Yes, grapefruit citrus. The pepper is also very nice. It's slightly lingering on the finish, but it's mostly on the draw. For those of you who like to blow the smoke through your nose, you can really feel it that way. Very nice. All right. Was that, a ½ inch in? We'll be back shortly with another update. We're here at about the midpoint, and not a lot has changed. You will notice sometimes it sort of flip-flops between the primary flavor as being the grapefruit citrus, followed by the vanilla. Sometimes it'll go back to vanilla, followed by the grapefruit citrus. So it just sort of waffles back and forth between those two. Not a bad deal either way. Those subtle almond notes I told you about are quite subtle. You can pick them up here and there, not all the time. The finish is still one of a pretty rich vanilla. It's really nice and pleasing finish. Um, but that's about it. That's about the only changes so far. As you can see, we're about halfway. There's a close-up of that really cool band I was telling you about. If you can make that out, the gold, really nice. Okay, I'll be back shortly with if it stays true to course with the other ones I've had. The ending is quite nice. So I'll be back. The vanilla and grapefruit citrus make this sweet cigar almost candy-like. It's quite good. Now, just so you know, these are available in uh, 4 sizes. I am reviewing the Club 5 3/4 by 47. They're also available in the Tano 7 by 52, which should be good. Nice long cigar. The Habanero 6 by 52, pretty much a Toro size cigar, and the Cubano, which is 6.5 by 58, very big. Wonder what the taste flavors would be different with that big ring cigar. Might have to try that one later. But these vary. Let's see, retail, suggested retail, the Tano, the large long cigar 7 by 52 retails for $7.50. And the most expensive is the Cubano 6.5 by 58 retails for $8.15. The Club here retails for $7. So that'll give you an idea of the cost. We're down about approaching the final third, and not a lot has changed, but it didn't have to. It's very good the way it is. Very nice, sweet citrus and vanilla, primarily, and those almond notes, they sort of disappeared. They may come back, but it's not a big deal. They just added a little bit there, but the flavors are quite rich. I think you will like that. So let's continue on, shall we? And I'll come back if need be before I remove the band, but probably to wrap up the cigar and probably what I might guess close to the end. Well, we're here in the latter stages, and we're going to wrap it up. It's been a very good cigar. I've really enjoyed the vanilla and grapefruit citrus, the sweet notes, the rich notes, the nice pepper, the very appropriate amount. The finish has been very nice throughout. The vanilla notes and some richness on the finish, but primarily vanilla notes with a little lingering pepper. Those subtle almond notes we talked about earlier came back at the end. They've been sort of in and out. Didn't make or break the cigar, but it was a nice addition when they were there. The cigar is medium bodied until you get to this point. At about the final quarter, the Ligero that we talked about way back at the beginning of the review is very sneaky. You don't detect it, you don't feel it, you don't know it's there. And then at the end of the cigar, you notice it and you can feel it. Will Woodcock, who is the local rep for General, also said he had the same thing happen to him when they debuted the cigar at the IPCPR in Las Vegas. He was sitting playing a slot machine, and toward the end of the cigar, he thought that he was getting a little tipsy from the alcohol, but it was actually the Ligero. He hadn't been drinking that much, so the Ligero in the cigar sneaks up on you, and that's kind of one thing you can look for if you smoke these cigars. So it's been very nice. Now, all in all, this cigar has been quite enjoyable, and I've really enjoyed it. I'm giving it a rating of 92. It is very good. Nice new cigar from Gloria Cubana. The Artesanos Retro Especiale, 92.